Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do a deep dive into how AI is being used to fight climate change. And we've got some fresh info, hot off the press, from the World Economic Forum. Their report, 9 Ways AI is Being Deployed to Fight Climate Change, just came out February 12th, 2024.
Yeah, really timely report, especially when you consider that almost 4 billion people already live in climate-vulnerable areas, according to the WHO anyway.
Yeah, for sure. The need for action is definitely urgent. But what I found so interesting is that AI is already being used to combat climate change in ways I never would imagine.
It really is a powerful tool. AI can be applied to so many climate challenges. The report actually does a great job of showing just how diverse those applications are. Maybe the best way to think about it is to look at AI as like a toolkit, offering all these different solutions for different parts of the climate problem.
Okay, a toolkit. I like that.
Yeah.
So where do we start with this toolkit?
Well, a logical starting point is monitoring and prediction. I mean, we need to understand the problem before we can fix it, right? Makes sense. And the report highlights some pretty amazing examples of AI doing just that. Like the University of Leeds using AI to map melting icebergs.
Oh yeah, they found a way to use AI to analyze satellite images, to identify changes in Antarctic icebergs. And the speed is incredible. This process could take humans days or weeks to do. AI can do it in just 11/100th of a second.
Wow, so that's like, what, 10,000 times faster?
Yeah, 10,000 times faster.
But why is mapping these icebergs so important?
Well, it all comes down to rising sea levels. As those icebergs melt, they release massive amounts of fresh water into the ocean, which directly contributes to those rising sea levels. So by mapping these icebergs so quickly and accurately, we can better understand where and how fast these changes are happening. And that lets us predict the impact on coastal communities.
So it's about being proactive, not reactive.
Exactly. And that same proactive approach applies to another critical area, deforestation. The report talks about space intelligence. This company is using AI and satellite imagery to map deforestation in over 30 countries. They've already mapped over 1 million hectares of land. That's a massive amount of data that can then be used to protect our forests.
Okay, so they're mapping deforestation. What makes that so important for climate change?
Well, think of forests as giant sponges. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When those forests are cut down, all that carbon dioxide is released back into the atmosphere, which just accelerates climate change. By using AI to track deforestation, we can target conservation efforts more effectively and protect these vital carbon sinks.
So AI is helping us keep an eye on things and understand how climate change is unfolding, but what about actually predicting future climate disasters? Is there anything in the report about that?
There is, and this is where things get really interesting. There's a company called Supremo, based in Brazil. They're using AI to predict where and when climate disasters, like floods or droughts, are likely to occur.
So instead of just reacting to these events after they happen, they're using AI to anticipate them.
Exactly. Supremo's AI analyzes historical data, weather patterns, environmental factors, to provide these early warnings to communities. That then allows them to strengthen infrastructure, evacuate vulnerable areas, even adjust agricultural practices, all in preparation for potential disasters.
That kind of foresight could honestly be life-saving. How do they actually manage to predict those events?
Data. It's all about the data. They've combined weather and climate data from satellite imagery with local information like topography, soil conditions, even socioeconomic factors. It's this really sophisticated system that lets them paint a really detailed picture of what's happening on the ground.
It seems like AI is playing this crucial role in helping us understand and prepare for the impacts of climate change. But what about actually reducing the amount of waste we produce and managing our resources more sustainably? Does AI have a role there?
Oh, absolutely. This is another area where AI is showing a lot of promise.
Yeah.
One of the most fascinating examples from the report is Gray Parrot. This company is using AI to revolutionize waste recycling.
Okay, how so? What's their approach?
Well, they've developed a system that uses cameras and AI to analyze waste streams in real time. In 2022 alone, Gray Parrot tracked 32 billion waste items across 67 different categories. And get this, they found that, on average, each site they worked with was sending 86 tons of potentially recyclable material to landfills.
So instead of humans having to sort through mountains of trash, AI can help us identify and separate recyclable materials way more efficiently.
Exactly. And not only does this increase recycling rates and reduce waste, but it also minimizes the environmental impact of landfills.
That's a win-win for sure. Speaking of waste, what about cleaning up the massive amount of plastic that's already polluting our oceans? Is there any hope there?
There is the Ocean Cleanup, an organization dedicated to, well, cleaning up the ocean. is using AI to target their efforts more effectively.
I'm all ears. How are they using AI for this?
They've equipped their cleanup systems with AI-powered